Pediatrician to be sentenced for assaulting 31 children. Evansburg, Pennsylvania. A former Dr. Johnny Bartow of Johnstown will be sentenced on dozens of counts, including aggravated indecent assault and child endangerment. Prosecutors say Bartow pleaded guilty in December to some counts and no contest to others. He's been jailed. Authorities had a chance to stop Bartow in 2000, when he appeared before the Pennsylvania Board of Medicine on administrative charges that he molested 2 young girls in the 1990s. But regulators, Bartow, now 71, went on to molest at least a dozen more young patients before his arrest in January 2018, according to the State Attorney General's office. The medical board's 7-2 decision to let him off the hook in 2000 sparked outrage from victims and at least one former board member. Vivian Lowenstein, the Pennsylvania Department of State, which provides legal and administrative support to the board and prosecutes administrative cases of doctor misconduct, said last year that regulators have not commented on the board's 2000 decision.
Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park, pot.